Good evening and welcome. Shall we start the session with a short invocation? You may repeat after me. To the Supreme God, to my teacher, Holy Master Mering, to all the teachers, spiritual teachers, to all the holy masters, all the saints, holy angels, spiritual helpers, all the great ones, we thank you for blessing this gathering with your divine light, divine guidance, with lots of love, with lots of mercy and lots of healing, and with divine strength. We thank you for your divine help and your divine protection. With thanks and in full faith. Thank you. You may open your eyes. Good evening and welcome from the heart of God to the heart of my teacher, Holy Master Mering, and to the heart of all the higher beings and spiritual beings, through my heart, love, we shower you with love, with divine sweetness, with warmness, tenderness, with inner healing, with beauty, and with great joy and happiness. Okay, what would you like to talk about? Anybody has any suggestion? Okay, maybe we can talk about spirituality and Twin Hearts meditation. A lot of you have heard of the term self-realization. Yes? Now, what is self-realization? A lot of people have heard about the term illumination. What is illumination? It is like this. Let's make things very, very simple. Can you just move your fingers like this? Now, what are you doing? I am moving my fingers, right? Right? Now, this statement is extremely profound. If you study it very carefully, it is very, very profound. What are being moved? Your fingers, right or wrong? Your fingers are the one that's being moved, but who's moving the fingers? I am. Is that correct? Is that correct? I am moving the fingers. You're not your fingers, you're not your body, but you are the I am within you. When Moses was discussing with the burning bush, Moses said, if people ask me, how shall I call you? I mean, what name shall I use? The burning bush said, I am that I am. There's a universal I am that I am, and there's a micro I am. That is why in the Old Testament they say, let us make man in our image. When they say, let us make man in our image, they do not mean that God has two eyes, a nose with two holes, a mouth. Nothing like that. When they say, let us make man in our image, it is just simply means that in each person, there's a divine essence. Right or wrong? That is why, in religion, you are taught the prayer, Our Father. Right? Right? The implication of the statement, Our Father, implies that we are all children of God. The implication of the term, Our Father, implies that in each person, there's an I am. You are not your body, You are the soul. As simple as that. You move your body, you destroy your body, what is left? The I am is still left. This I am is called the soul. As simple as that. So what is self-realization? It is like this. Whatever I said, you don't have to take it as a truth. You can just think about it and maybe suspend your judgment until you have the proper experience. You do not have to swallow anything. Just listen. Oh, sounds interesting. Okay, I'll think about it in the future. It is like this. In this person, there's an I am. This I am is called the soul. Now, the terminology for the soul in Christian is called the Holy Spirit. That is why Jesus said, your body is a holy temple. It is a temple for the Holy Spirit. This Holy Spirit is the I am. It is the soul. Then why is there a need for self-realization? Don't you think it's strange? Why is there a need for self-realization? It is like this. You have a higher soul. You have a higher soul. You have an incarnated soul. A higher soul? Did I say something? What did I say? A higher soul, and you have an incarnated soul. Imagine, just a moment. Just imagine the higher soul as energy with consciousness. Is that possible? Energy with consciousness. That is the nature of the soul. Energy with consciousness. Energy is fluidic. Clear? Now this higher soul extends a portion of itself with its energy and consciousness. It extends a portion of itself, manifests as the incarnated soul. That is you. Now the problem is that when it extends a portion of itself, manifesting as the incarnated soul, unfortunately, some of the incarnated soul identify itself with the body. That is a big, big mistake. You see, when the incarnated soul identifies itself with the body, the connection with the higher soul becomes very, very thin. For those with pranic healing background, this cord is called the spiritual cord. Do you remember? How many remembers the spiritual cord? Okay, for those who are non-pranic healing background, it's something like this. This is your head, right? If you ask the clairvoyant to look, they can see a cord coming down. This is called the spiritual cord. Now, in Christian terminology, if there's a lot of energy coming down through this cord, they call it the descent of the Holy Spirit. Now, for people who practice Chinese Qigong, if they activate their crown chakra, they say there's a lot of heaven energy coming down. Different terminology, the same thing. To the Indian, this spiritual cord, this descent of the Holy Spirit, is called Antakarana, means the spiritual bridge of light. This bridge is made of light. This is the connecting link between the higher soul and the incarnated soul. In Kabbalah, this is called the pillar of light. It is called the pillar of light because when a person is highly developed, the connection is strong, it is literally a pillar. With ordinary people who identify themselves with the body or with the emotion, it's just a thin, thin, thin line. The moment you identify yourself with the soul, the connection becomes stronger, the energy becomes stronger. I'll prove this to you. Put your hand like this. Maybe you feel something, maybe you don't feel something. Okay, before you do that, you will clean certain meridians. Can you just do like this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see, there's an acupuncture point, an energy center here. By exercising it, you're cleaning it up. There are also meridians or energy channels. Let's do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now just rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. Okay, just do like this 50 times. 1, 2. Okay, good. Thank you. Now, can you just connect your tongue to your palate? Curl your tongue, touch the palate. Curl your tongue. Is your tongue curled? Okay, just put your hand like this. Smile. Just say, I can feel. Just say, I can feel. Okay, are you feeling something? Are you feeling something? Yes? Okay, that is energy. Observe. Observe. Now, observe, you just say, feel the energy. You say, I am the soul. I am not the body. Okay, observe. Curl your tongue. Do you feel greater energy? You just say, I am one with my higher soul. I am not this body. This body is just a temple. I am the Holy Spirit. I am the soul. I am that I am. Observe. Feel your energy. Do you feel tremendous energy? Now observe. Look at me. Look at me. Feel your energy. Observe. You say, I am the body. Observe. Do you feel the defense immediately? Do you feel the defense? Okay. Put your hand like this. I am the soul. I am one with the higher soul. I am a child of God. I am a being of divine light. Come on, feel. Divine love. Divine power. Feel. Do you feel something? Yes? That's that. You see, when a person identifies himself with the body, with the emotion or with the thought, the person's connection with the higher soul is decreased. Not disconnected, but decreased. But when the person allows his emotion to go rampant, his or her emotion to go rampant, and do things that are not supposed to be done, they become lost soul. What is lost soul? A lost soul is one in which the incarnated soul is disconnected from the higher soul. That is terrible. That is why Jesus said, what is the use of gaining the whole world if one loses his soul? When he was talking about losing the soul, he's talking about losing the incarnated soul. So what is self-realization? Self-realization is nothing more than realizing that you are the soul and experiencing oneness with your higher soul. As simple as that. Now, why is it called illumination? Because the soul is basically light. It is light. So when you achieve self-realization, you unite with your higher soul, there is nothing more than light. That is why it's called illumination. Why do you experience oneness? Because your higher soul is one with all. Why do you experience bliss? Because the higher soul is always in a state of bliss. As simple as that. Just by simply realizing that you are the higher soul, you are the soul, you are one with your higher soul, you are one with all, your life changes automatically. If you have psychological problem, if you have smoking problem, drinking problem, you just say, I am not this body, I am not this addiction. I am the soul, I am one with my higher soul. I invoke the power of God, I invoke the power of my soul to purify me, to make me whole. As simple as that. If you have pain in your body, to a certain extent you can do that also. Now, let's talk about twin hearts meditation. Twin hearts meditation is a very, very advanced technique, at the same time very simple. In ancient time, this technique was reserved only for advanced disciples. This is a very advanced technique for achieving self-realization. Why is this called twin heart? Not because you have two physical hearts. You have two heart centers. The first heart center is located here. This is the heart center. This is the center of emotional love. When you love your wife, when you love your husband, when you love your parents, when you love your children, when you love your friends, your heart center is highly activated. But the real heart is located here in the crown. This is the divine heart. In the case of the saints, the divine heart is highly activated. That is why you can see a golden halo around their head. Not just Christian saints, but saints all over the world have this golden halo around their head. Would you like to learn how to activate this divine heart center? Without spending 10 years in the monastery, kneeling down and praying? Huh? And without having to abstain from sex? We'll talk about sex later. But it's like this. Before the divine heart center can be activated, your personal heart center must be activated. If you do not feel, if a person does not feel anything for one's parents, one's wife, or one's partner, or one's children, how can the person be expected to have universal love? That is not possible, right? Is it possible? No. It is like this. In twin heart meditation, you have to be aware of the heart center and you start blessing the earth. When you bless the earth with love, the heart center gets activated. When the heart center gets activated, this center becomes partially activated. So what you do in the second step is, you should be aware of the crown and start blessing the earth with love. That's all. You bless with your heart and with your divine heart. When you do that, these two heart centers become highly activated. Once they are highly activated, you are partially ready for illumination. You are partially ready for self-realization. But it's a little bit more complicated. Would you like to know the details? It's like this. Your higher soul tries to communicate with the incarnated soul. Like, John, wake up, how are you? John cannot hear because there are so much noises. Let me explain. Martin, will both of you volunteer? Yes. Yes. Okay, Martin, would you just stay over there? Jackie, would you please stay over there? Now, just imagine that who would like to be the higher soul? Okay. Okay. Now, just imagine that Jackie is the higher soul, Martin is the incarnated soul. Jackie wants to communicate with Martin. You know, Jackie is looking at Martin and said, "Oh my God, this person, his life has to improve." Okay. Jackie, would you like to say something to Martin?
Can you hear me?
No. Say something for 5 minutes. Come on.
Something nice?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, something nice. Say something, please.
Hello, Martin. It's lovely.
Everybody start talking. Everybody start talking. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Please have a seat. So, thank you. It is like this. Between the higher soul and the incarnated soul, there are so much noises. What are these noise? What are these inner noise? These are the inner thoughts and feelings that are floating around in your mind. Now, clairvoyantly, this is seen as thoughts and feeling floating in your aura. Did I say something? Well, what did I just say? There are thoughts and feelings floating inside your aura. So this higher soul tried to communicate with the incarnated soul, but the incarnated soul cannot hear because there are so many thoughts and feelings floating around, cannot hear you. The question is, how do you still your mind? How do you still your emotion? How do you get rid of these thoughts in your aura? How do you get rid of this feeling in your aura so that you can communicate? Are you interested? Now, you can do things the hard way. I'll teach you the difficult method first. The method that will take 10, 20, 30 years or several incarnations. What you can do is you can just practice awareness and be aware of this thought coming in and out and not do anything. Now, if you do not do anything, this thought, this feeling, they get starved. And when they get starved, they die. So you must not resist. The only problem with this technique is that it takes a long, long time. That is one. Number two, there are a lot of pent-up emotions, pent-up thoughts within you. So if you practice this awareness technique, it is good, but sometimes it could be, what is the term in psychology? It could be very cathartic. You know, a lot of intense emotion coming out. It could be horrifying. You know, it's like something that's coming out of your subconscious mind. This is the old way. This way it will take a long, long time. It will take 10, 20, 30 years. There's a shortcut. What is the shortcut? It is by becoming a channel. It is by becoming an instrument of love. It is like this. When you bless the earth through your heart and through your crown, you, the incarnated soul, including your higher soul, become a channel for divine energy, for divine light, divine love, divine power. So when this divine energy starts coming down into you, it flushes out these inner noises. Did I say something? It flushes out these inner noises. These inner thoughts, inner emotions are temporarily flushed out, and some of them are partially disintegrated. So because of this tremendous energy that is coming out of you, inner you, all these inner noises are flushed out.